guys, BK9 here, giving you another podcast video, the IPDL Season 5, the Flaming Snake podcast. That was out of order. I don't even care. We've done this like 5 times. I'm here with the commissioner of the IPDL, Galactic Empire.
Hello.
And with our special guest. I think this is the 3rd time in a row that we've had special guests, so hype it up. With our special guest of the Dallas Deoxys, Predator 30, I believe it is.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, I think it's 30. I don't know. I'll see in a minute.
It is 30. You got it right.
Better just known as Pred.
Better just known as Pred, yeah, or Trash Man of the League.
What? Isn't that Miku?
Nah, that's totally me. Alright. So, without the sidetracks, we are here to talk about Week 4, the updated MVP race, how the divisions are looking, and we will be getting into Week 5. Now, of course, I'm going to say this before I even forget. If you guys do not know, I am dealing with a couple of things, so there will not be any IPDL weekly videos from me besides the podcast. So, hopefully I will be better to do the second half, but we'll figure that out soon. Now, with that being said, Gala is here to bring us the Week 4 recaps. So, go ahead, my dude.
Hello, I'm back. Week 4 was good. 8 amazing matchups. We had one sweep, we had a few late sweepers, and then we also had a few really close games. I'm gonna start off with the first one here, Bryn versus Dante. And I have a few notes for each battle, as I normally do, and I actually prepared them ahead of time this week. I'm not doing them as we are recording.
That's how I'm doing.
I have great job getting rid of the Feraligatr early, Dante. That thing was a major threat offensively. And then going for that Dragon Dance turn 1 really set up the stage for you to get rid of that thing early. The Akberry on the Registeel was really nice prep, kept it alive, did more damage to the thing it was up against. The one thing I do have is I think you let Swallow go down a little bit too early. That thing was a really nice powerhouse. It would have done at least a little bit or a decent amount of damage to the rest of Bryn's team. I think you should have played around that a little bit more and kept it alive instead of sacking it to the Weavile. You did a nice job though playing around the Pyukumuku Toxics with your Nihilego. So that was nice, as well as the reversal on the Hitmonlee. I thought that was pretty nice tech as well, however it did not work as you had it against the Pyukumuku, which leads why you didn't go into Mega Ampharos earlier. You could have kept the thing alive. I know your berry would have been useless, but at this point and everything you needed offensive pressure if you wanted to be able to win the game, and you lost a lot of that when you lost the Swallow and the Hitmonlee. I question your Echo Voice. I mean, I think you probably should have done another move. But I mean, you used Echoed Voice. And then also towards the end of the game and everything, I know you pretty much lost and everything, but why use the Wish on the Slurpuff when you could have just tried to at least get a little bit of damage on the Alakazam? So, Bryn ended up winning this game 1-0 with a late game Alakazam sweep. The next one is...
Yo, hold up. I want to give my analysis, fam.
Well, you told me to just go through it, and Pred is saying he's making notes, so what do you expect?
You're not wrong. You are not wrong. But, I will say, Echoed Voice. Nice meme, Dante. It's definitely the meme of the week.
He's the meme of the
year.
league.
Yeah.
And He's like first in his division. How have you let this happen, Pred? How is he ahead of you?
Because he's getting lucky wins.
He is getting lucky wins. Well, I wouldn't say lucky
His
wins because
team
some of
is
them aren't
broken.
lucky.
Look at his team though; it's broken.
Whose? Dante's?
Dante's.
Well,
It's
I haven't
really
even
good.
seen his team.
Buddy, sure.
His team is really good.
Sure. Okay. Alright, you can go to your next match. Go ahead.
All right, the next match. Unless Pred, you have something to say.
Nah, that's not good. You went over everything.
I do that. Like I said, I make my notes. So the next one is Nick versus myself.
Ooh.
Like I said, I try to do it unbiased and everything.
It's never fun.
So,
Wait. Nick's...
so I'm critiquing myself and I'm also praising myself at the same time. So, I put HP ice on the Galvantula. Was nice to get rid of the Landorus early on in the match, or at least bring it down to 4% health.
6.
6.
Oh god.
I'm sorry, 2% off. Such
Why
a
did
major
Nick
difference.
switch Gengar? What?
Yeah, that's my next thing. Great prediction on the Gengar. I figured just using Psyshock really wasn't. I mean, it was my best play, anyways. I mean,
you had no drawbacks.
it killed the Salazzle if he stayed in. Scald or Psyshock killed the Salazzle, and I
Yeah.
figured if he switched and everything, Psyshock would do the most damage to whatever he brought in.
Ooh. Then you use
So-
the fly on your chestnut.
Yeah, that was another thing. I was outraged because I moved my finger over my mouse pad to click Spiky Shield, and as I was doing that and everything, because when I pressed my finger down on the mouse pad to start to move it and everything, it clicked that I said to click Synthesis instead, and I was quite upset. That was actually another thing. The misclick on the chestnut was unfortunate because I would have been able to wall things the chestnut.
Yeah, you would have walked Lycanroc.
Exactly. Although I did take care of the Lycanroc later, anyways. However, the infestation on the
I didn't get that.
Arquinid. He
why
brought
didn't he just use
infestation on
Leech Life?
Arquinid to trap the chestnut. Anyways, that was actually a really nice spring.
What
I
about
said
the
nice
Lopunny
job
nickname?
saving. I said nice job saving the Galvantula and sacking it at an appropriate time. Why sack the Salazzle when you did? That was another thing. I figured you could have brought something else in and then potentially bring in Salazzle to at least try to bring it closer.
Yeah,
and then-
why didn't you high jump kick the Ninetales
What?
on turn 18? I mean 17.
I'm not in the battle. I'm just reading my notes.
Yeah, no, it's turn 18.
Oh. You had a Lopunny against
I
Ninetales
think
and you switched out.
I think he was like predicting that it was like maybe a Specs or a Scarf type.
There was webs.
There was webs, but I will say this. I think this is the first time I've actually noticed it, and Nick, if that's the case, then I am sorry. But Queen references to your whole team. I like it. It's nice.
Then last thing I put for the match was Dark Pulse was nice tech.
He was trying to flinch you.
He was starting to play.
I
Yeah.
know. I didn't want to. And that's why I went for that King's Shield. I didn't steal it.
All
I
right.
knew that. I looked and I made sure that it couldn't kill me. I saw it there, and I'm just like,
All right.
nope.
So the next battle is Leafy versus Afonso in. Let me look at the score. Was this game of the week? No, I don't think
No,
this
game
was.
of the week is Pred and Flagon.
Oh yeah, because Pred always gets game of the week.
What?
Or no, it's
I
not
didn't
Pred.
get
It's
it the first
Flygon.
one.
It's Flygon.
Flygon, yeah.
Anyways, Leafy versus Afonso. Leafy had a lot of early momentum, nice bold predictions on the multiple dragon dances that he used.
Why is he using Dragon Dance so early?
But Another thing was a absolutely smart use of the trace on Gardevoir, tracing the levitate from the flag on.
Yeah.
That was gorgeous. I loved
And
it.
he still went for Earthquake. Did you see that?
Yeah. I also said that it was a nice read on the Celesteela, going for the Thunderbolt, getting it down extremely low.
What? That is...
Entei won the Speed tie versus Volcarona, and that scared Afonso into thinking that Entei was indeed Scarf, which it was not. It was not choiced. However, he played the rest of the game like it was Scarfed and everything, which I feel did create a little bit of momentum for Leafy and did help bring the differential down to at least a 4-0, because he thought he had to play around a Scarfed Entei. And then it all went wrong when we had some prankster problems.
Prankster?
Not just once, which I admit I have forgotten it sometimes. And I've gone for prankster against a dark type.
Dark types? Oh.
Never twice.
Did you
I'd like to congratulate you, Leafy, with that one there. That was...
I'm sorry, but yeah, that was pretty
and then Mega Gyarados swept.
Yeah, I think honestly you should have just went into the Roserade first, just in case it killed. But at this point, I do not think that it mattered.
Yeah, it did not matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rip Crip.
Why did Afonso go for Waterfall Rosary?
I know, I'm like, wait a minute.
Because it killed, that's why.
What if it didn't kill?
No, I watched the battle live. He waited like a minute and a half. He counted it.
He counted it.
Oh, Jesus.
So the next battle, I'm just going to say really quick here. I'm just going to say something really quick about it because this battle was really unfortunate.
No, this battle
Gil...
was bullshit.
We all have our different opinions about it, and I'm going to just say two things about it, and then we're just going to go past it here. Gil won with a Woobat sweep. I'd like to apologize to both Celebi and Gil, most importantly Celebi, though.
Yeah,
I was on vacation, and when I got back and everything, I forgot to update the document for Gil's trades, and which has never happened before, and won't ever happen again. But because of this, Celebi had no idea that Gil had a Woobat and brought nothing to count Swoobat, and had nothing to counter the sweep. So I'd like to apologize for that, and it will never happen again.
Did he have circuitry?
What's funnier though is that he actually just didn't give them the rematch.
Gil didn't rematch? Wow.
No, like Celebi should have gotten a rematch, but Gala just gave him a 6-0 win because he's Gala. Even though he's in the same division as Gil, he was in the wrong, and some other reason that I do not remember. But we might as well just go over this.
Oh, what a nice meme, Dante. Nice meme.
What?
Dante posted a nice picture of himself in the general chat.
Of a Quagsire.
Of a Quagsire, yep. Alright, let's get on with this battle real quick before I lose my
Cash versus Tepig. I have
we're
nice
going
use
over
of
Test versus
They skipped Gil versus Celebi.
Yeah, we're gonna skip that.
I already said what it was. I said it was a Swoobat sweep.
Okay, let's go.
That's literally all it
Let's
was.
go.
Alright, let's go.
We're already 15 minutes.
I know, and I'm trying to get through it really fast.
Alright, then go, fam.
So,
Go.
nice Toxic Spikes use, Tepig. I thought that was really good. You brought it nice prep. The Rest Sleep Talk Primarina is a really cool prep, and I think it really helped you out. That Primarina was a really nice force to be reckoned with throughout the match. The crit on the Cothagrigus was huge. It would have was a real momentum changer, and it got rid of major defensive wall for Tepig. Whirlwind Skarmory, nice prep. It prevented from setup. It was a nice read on the incoming Latios, the Palosan going for the Shadow Ball. Did a nice amount of damage there and everything, although I don't exactly know why you'd switch into a Palosan with a Latios, but
I mean, ground type
nice,
move.
I guess.
Maybe it was Assault Vest.
I mean, I mean, the only thing I'd expect, like I said, was the ground type move. However, that doesn't.
Oh god, like crit on Crafactory.
Yeah, I know. It was not fun. That was a bad crit. I just wanted to mention it. Freeze on the Dunsparce because we're probably never going to talk about Dunsparce again for the rest of the league. So I wanted to mention that it was there. I put Nice Berry on HG. For those of you who don't know what HG is, that is Hitmontop guy.
He's trash
God.
as well.
And
He's
he is a meme. But Tash had Hitmontop, and he had a nice berry that gave him 50% of his health back,
Oh.
which I don't remember which one it was. But it was the one where
Probably
you're. Was it the Iapapa?
I think I'm not sure.
Okay, there's like
It's one
3 or
of
4
those.
of them. Yeah.
It's one of those.
And then Tash had better switch-ins throughout the match, and he did a nice job hazard stacking with rocks and spikes. Constantly forcing Tepig to switch, just completely weakened his team.
I don't know why Tepig didn't bring Calm Mind Rest called Sweet Coon.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too,
Yeah.
because it would have.
Look at Tash's team, he can't do anything to it.
Yeah.
Only like Whirlwind.
Yeah.
Alright, so before we get into the next battle, I have 2 things to say.
Ooh.
Actually, 3.
First off, this is Trainer, so he's doing an what is the thing called where he makes like a monologue?
No, actually,
beforehand?
no.
What
One of
is it,
one of
like
the
a-
one of
an
the
epilogue or something like that.
actually no. Two of these things aren't even about Trainer. Somewhat.
Oh.
First off, I would like to apologize to the viewers for any time Gala mispronounces Amon because it's you pronounce Primarina wrong.
I don't fucking care.
Primarina. What the?
Primarina.
Get out! Get out of here!
Wait, what did?
Yes, you said Primarina.
Oops.
I don't
That
even
one
know
was
if you.
me, Okay.
I don't even
I
know
didn't
if you
even
pronounced.
notice it.
I don't even know if you pronounced Kafagrigus wrong.
No, I know how to say Kofagrigus.
Okay, good. Anyways, second thing. I was so correct on this prediction and I'm so happy about it. Because I guessed 4-0 Cynthia and I got it right. Now,
No, sick. I would have predicted 6-0 Cynthia.
yeah, but you should know me by now. I'm not that guy. And third off, I would like to personally congratulate Trainer for getting 2 kills.
For
These are
finally getting a kill.
for finally getting kills, even though it's not his fault because Gala likes to switch for no reason. Anyways, off to this battle.
Okay, whatever.
Come on, buddy.
So first thing here is
Ooh,
note for
Magic
Cynthia. I put
Yeah.
wonderful prep with Magic Coat. That was absolutely perfectly played.
Oh
Um,
no.
With
Cynthia
Lily
deserved
Vanny,
the
it
6-0.
eventually prevented toxic spikes from getting up on your own field, but it also set it up on your opponent's field, which eventually whittled down the Mimikyu that Trainer brought in, which he brought in way too early. That thing was supposed to be late game. You needed that thing to do some damage later.
Honestly,
Sleep. But you brought it in anyways. When you had the Tapu Fini sitting right there, which brings in
Why-
my next note.
Why did
Haze
Cynthia
is
defog?
personally, I don't think it
Why
was.
did we-
I don't think it was a miscalc on that. I think it was just good prediction for bringing Haze.
But why didn't Trainer attack the Tapu Fini app?
Because a +6 Drain Punch actually kills Miltank. +4 does not.
But doesn't Play Rough kill it?
No, sadly.
Oh.
Okay. If anything, I still
Oh,
would
those
have.
Rocky
I still
helmets.
would have killed the Tapu Fini to get rid of the Haze user.
Yeah. You wish
like I said, haze on Tapu Fini is brought so often.
That is
and
that is debatable. That is
no, it's not.
that is debatable.
It
yeah.
really isn't. When you have something like a Mimikyu,
To-
you all or
Toxic
something
Scald-
like that.
Toxic
Always
Scald
make sure you
Moonblast
bring haze.
Defog is usually what's
Wait,
brought.
toxic on Finny?
Or not
Really,
not
Miko?
toxic. I'm sorry, not toxic. I can't think of what I can't think of. I think it's not haze. That's for a fact. I think it's like Nature's Madness or something.
They're trying to bring Parasong Absol.
He brought.
Yes, he did.
He did, and I'm actually
Hold
really.
on here. Pokemon damage calc.
Oh great.
Let's look at this here.
Personally, I do think that it was interesting. Like, you know.
There's a few different Fini sets. One of them is a Taunt, Natured Madness, Moonblast,
Oh yeah,
and Scald.
Sean, that's what it was. Not toxic, it was
however-
Taunt.
Haze finished in OU, I think.
There's no
there's-
Feeny in OU.
But in draft,
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah, in draft it's used quite a
Yeah.
lot.
Sure. Anyways, I do think personally that we've seen improvement from Trainer.
Mhm. Yeah, he did get 2 kills now, so.
Well, no,
Well,
not only
not
that.
but he did make some nice predictions though. He did so. So let me finish my notes.
No, your time's right now.
Well, you interrupted it. So smart plays with the Miltank when Mimikyu was still out. Basically, just letting Toxics do its damage, getting rocks up in the process, as well as keeping your Miltank healthy. Perish Song is cool prep. It helped anything if you wanted to sweep and everything. However, really not necessary. Life Orb Greninja. I just wanted to point out that that was a thing and everything because it did a decent chunk of damage.
Life Orb Greninja is useful, TBH.
Garchomp is not enough to stop Mega Manectric though. When you have a couple water types like you do and everything, one Pokemon in Garchomp is not enough. Specifically when Mega Manectric is known to run HP Ice.
Yeah.
My last note is Zygarde. What the fuck?
1,000 waves instead of 1,000 arrows.
That's because.
Well, I'm just looking at this massive setup that it has like 5 different things boosted, so it gets the WTF.
Alright. On to the possible game of the week.
Mika versus Saigai?
I mean, sure, it was a 4-0, but you gotta admit it was very close.
Yeah, you're not doing a battle recap and everything, so I'm going over my notes.
Well, no, I knew that, and B, I wanted to mention one more thing. Pokemon Showdown. Please, let us see Furfrou, Pharaoh, in Gen 5
Okay.
sprites.
Yeah,
That's
we can't see
wonderful.
it in Gen 5 sprites.
Yeah,
Yep.
like,
I have
what?
to push to Gen 6 to see them.
Yeah, you have to go to Gen 6 to see him, it's trash. Alright, Gala, go ahead.
So, Kyurem plus a Starmie that had Recover was a little bit too much to break. I put Great Read on the Heliolisk. You did a really nice job with that. Very cool Electros set, by the way. It was a physical Electros set. I don't want to say not enough bulk, but at the same time, not enough bulk in the right ways to effectively counter some of the mons that he did bring. Starmie kept the game in check offensively as long as he had, like he said, he brought the Recover and everything. So with the Recover, he kept the game in check offensively. And however, the game was closer than the score. Out.
Knockoff.
To continue on, Drain Punch from the Electros was actually a really cool thing. I don't think Goodra did enough personally.
I think Goodra would have done a lot. He had
think
no
it would've
rank
too.
glitches. Wait, did you even have Draco meter on Goodra?
I had Draco on Goodra.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it was shown on there like twice.
I forgot the replay. Even
It
though I
was a
watched
long battle.
It was.
It was a long battle, and I got frustrated way too easily. Not even because of Saigai. So Saigai, if you are watching this, do not get me wrong. I'm not mad at you. I mean, your stall is pretty stupid, but other than that.
Anyways, my last note is the game was closer than the score originally says, because if Saigai would have made like one wrong action or one misplay, you could have easily capitalized on it. You had weapons to do so. If he misplayed with the
You had
Starmie,
Gudra.
say if you misplayed with the Starmie or the Kyurem, you could have easily taken that victory. So
Or Nidoking.
yeah,
I mean,
What did Furfro Pharaoh do?
it did a lot, TBH. It was so much damage, I couldn't even control it. Whew. But this is my usual point where I say GG to Psy Guy because, again, I didn't have myself to win.
Wait, why do you click Sludge Wave
On what?
on, let me see, on Starmie?
What turn?
I think it was turn 21.
Turn 20? I gotta go all the way back to see that, boy.
I'm not pulling the battle up.
I'm pulling it up. It's already pulled up. I think it froze on me, so...
Yeah, it
Wow.
does that.
You had Gudra against Starmie, and then Saiga switched to.
Oh, give me a sec.
Sludge Wave.
Give me a sec.
You said you had Trico.
Because Sludge Wave did a lot more, and I really just...
Wait, did a lot more to what?
So, here was the thought.
Alright.
Getting poison on this thing was really going to help me a lot.
You can't poison it. It's a Nidoking with sheer force.
No,
No, I
I'm
think you
talking
meant
about the
the
Starmie
Starmie.
if the Starmie stayed in.
But
I'm saying
it wasn't
You
can't
were
like-
poison
legit
just
with me when we were doing this battle.
You can't poison the Starmie.
Yes, you
I
can.
don't
What?
care.
No, you can't. Sheer force gets rid of that percentage to poison for extra damage.
No, he's talking about the Gudra.
We're talking about the goo.
Oh.
I swear to God.
And this is what happens when you don't have the battle.
See, even the commissioner makes mistakes, except his mistakes are noticed.
Yeah, and I admit them, and I really don't care. So.
It's not that I don't admit mine, it's because I feel like I'm too trash to even have them noticed. So finally,
Tread versus Flygon.
the supposed
Ooh.
match of the week.
It was the match of the week. So.
I haven't watched it, so go ahead.
Alright, so I have early momentum for Flygon that the Electrode
Stupid Electrode.
was a god in the battle. I'm sorry,
had
it
no
was.
ground type. I had no ground types.
So it had early momentum, bolt switching in and out. The Hydreigon was gone too soon. You needed something that hit powerfully.
I had Roost for
Oh,
the.
I saw that. I remember that. That was when he went for Toxic, though.
Yeah.
When he Toxic the Hydreigon, and then eventually it went down, and it went down really early on into the game, and I think that was a misplay as well.
Grassnot on the Empoleon was really good.
Yes, I did have that note down as well. I said more Electrode Volt switches into
was just
Powerhouse
Volt switching
Mons.
every-
Into
then-
Powerhouse Mons to do
No.
decent chunks to defensive threats against your team.
I had to kill Hydreigon to the Empoleon.
Yeah. And then eventually when the Alola went down, your defense got to the point where it could be broken. And that's exactly what happened is the Mola went down, the Hydreigon went down, and you started to lose momentum. And then Electrode came in, continued to Volt Switch.
Yeah.
And so I have the main thing here was Volt Switch momentum was key in this game.
Yeah. The Bandit Rhyperior though, that's what really hurt me. Yeah, I got lucky with the miss.
Yeah.
But then it didn't matter after
It still
Mono
lives.
Cody.
Bullet Punch.
I know.
I was adamant too.
Adamant Bandit? Or wait, not Bandit, I'm sorry.
No, the
Adamant
Rhyperior was
Scizor.
banded.
And
So-
yeah, Crobat just won.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crobat and Elzelf. But yeah, there you have it. So, personally, GG to everyone in week 4. As we get into week 5, though, things are going to get a little bit more interesting, and we will get to that in a few minutes. So, with that being said, let's go over the divisions. So, first up, the Shadow Division. Cynthia and Galactic are taking the top 2 spots here with Cynthia at 3 and 1, Galactic at 2 and 2, but not far behind is Gil, who is only in 3rd because of differential, and then
A one differential.
yeah, by a 1 differential, and then as we see with the Thunder Division,
You didn't mention yourself.
nobody likes me, so we're not mentioning
And
me.
Miku is 0 and 4 minus 14. He is currently last in the division. However, definitely not out of playoffs.
That's debatable. We'll find out after week 7 where I land. So,
Fair
next up is the Thunder Division with Afonso, who is 4 and 0, Bryn, who is 3 and 1, Leafy, and Trainer in the bottom 2 positions at 1 and 3
Rip
and
Trainer.
0 and 4. Except Trainer is going to get that win soon. Me too,
Against
Gal.
you.
Against me, no lie. So the River Division contains Dante, who is in first place somehow, at 3 and 1, with Pred falling closely behind at a 2 and 2 record, along with Nick, who is falling at a 2 and 2 record, but in 3rd because of a differential, and then Tepig, who is 1 and 3 because Poke Rust is a thing.
Because he sucks.
But yeah, look at his differential though. 1 and 3 minus 6. That's not horrible.
It's not horrible because it's not like worse than me.
It's not like Trainer.
Yeah, but this is Trainer's first time in this league, technically.
Oh.
Well, 'Cause-
Wasn't he in the last one?
he replaced, but like this is his first like drafted team, so
Oh,
to say.
okay.
So
Yeah.
stop hating on my boy. So Saigai is in first place of his win division, with a 3-1 differential, or 3-1 record, along with Flygon, who is falling behind by like 4 differential. You got Tash, who is 2 and 2 with an even differential, and then there's Celebi, because Celebi is here, with a 1 and 3 record.
And I have the league standings stated already for this
You
week
do.
too.
Why?
I do.
Why?
Because it's awesome.
I don't think they matter though.
They matter.
Ugh, fine. You can do that. Go ahead.
So Afonso's in first as he's the last team to be still undefeated in this league, 4-0 plus 13. We then have a plethora of teams who are 3 and 1. Saigai leading them at plus 10. Dante right behind on his ass at plus 9. Cynthia at plus 7. Flygon
Family
at
friendly
plus
channel.
and Bryn at plus 2. These are all 3 and 1. Next up, we get to the trainers who are the battlers who are 2 and 2. Pred is on top of that at plus 7. I am next with a plus 1 record, tied with Nick with plus 1, me being ahead due to the power of game. Tash would be next at a 0 record, also tied with Gil. However, this one here I gave the Tash due to the amount of kills. Leafy is first up with the 1 and 3 record at -5, followed by Tepig at -6, Celebi at -9, and the last 2 trainers at trainers at 0 and 4 are Miku at -14 and Trainer at -22.
Rip Trainer.
Y'all are hating on Trainer too much. No lie. Okay, so with that being said, let us get into the MVP. And there's wait. Fonzo, I hate you.
What?
Okay, so this has been a disappointing week. So
Dante has been dethroned.
Dante has been dethroned, sadly, by like 3 kills. But Mega Gyarados comes up at number 1. Tropius from the Dynamo Kiv at number 2. The terrible reason that this thing is even up here is why I'm just gonna ignore it. Tapu Koko.
They won't get that many more kills.
Yeah, especially since the teams actually know that
Yeah.
he's got a Swoobat. Cough, cough. Thanks a lot, Gala.
No problem.
Lisbon All-Stars, Tapu Koko at number 4, along with the Gardevoir at number 8. But in between we have Cortana, Xurkitree, and Chiron Black. And down below we have High Dragon from the Dallas Deoxys, and the Mega Man Trick at the number 10 slot. So I have a question for our special guest here.
Yes.
Where do you see the MVP race going to?
I think it's gonna be Gyarados, Coco, and Kartana. One of those three.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Of course, if you guys didn't know, I said that Tropius is winning the MVP race.
Tropius.
Yep.
You really think?
Tropius is gonna 6-0 me.
I'm making sure Tropius gets 0 kills when Dante's facing me.
Well, guess what? He's gonna get 6 kills when he's facing me. Legit.
Really, Miku?
Yeah, I can see it. He's gonna bring Lychee Berry, D-Dance. He's gonna bring last week's set. No lie.
But doesn't your team like deal with it?
I don't know.
I need to see your team.
Oh my god. Well, speaking of teams, let's get to our interview with our amazing pal Pred and the Dallas Deoxys.
Yes, Miku.
No, God, family friendly. So, I've got a few questions here all lined up, and let's get down to it. So,
Wait, you actually came prepared with questions?
no.
Damn it!
So,
Do I have to do everything?
you do everything behind the scenes, and we somehow still hate you.
Clearly.
Anyways, so, Pred, how do you think the season's going? Like, you know, how's it going?
It's been decent for me. Usually I'm not like 2-2, but I think I'll come back. I think I'll only have like 3 losses this season.
Okay.
You had a
Nice.
hard early schedule too, though, going up against both Saigai and Flygon, both teams.
Yeah, and I lost
along
both
with
of them.
Yes, along with yourself, both of those teams can easily be considered favorites to win the entire thing this season. So I also think going up against them early on would be beneficial a little bit as well.
Yeah.
You kind of get to see how they're playing their teams
How they're prepping
without it
too.
majorly affecting playoff implications at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
So next
And
question.
it's not like you have to play them back-to-back weeks and then you have to play yourself. I mean, who would arrange something like that?
Anyways, so next question. When are you, I'm sorry, because this is kind of a big question. When are you not going to have Alamamola? Because that thing is actual trash. It's way worse than Clefable. It's way worse than Pyukumuku, and I say that with a very high hatred of Pyukumuku.
He hates Toxapex too.
And you
makes
have
you wonder how he likes Melodic though.
And
Because he like hates every
you have-
stall water type.
and you have Quagsire right there. So why do you even have a Alamamola?
It's because Alamamola has Wish
Regen.
Regenerator. It's a great pivot.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, and reason I like Melodic, it's not as stally as people would think.
But all
You toxic stalled Leafy to winning your playoff game last season.
That's different. He didn't have anything for it.
you always bring defensive Milotic, Miku. I've never seen you competitive.
Oh,
Milotic.
trust me.
I have a replay that I beat Nick with a competitive.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I brought competitive Melodic at least once.
But you one time.
At least. Because I know I brought it maybe like twice. And maybe if you guys didn't like randomize your genders, I would bring competitive Melodic a lot more. Alright, and so...
What does he mean by gender?
Because...
I don't know.
Or wait, no, I'm thinking of rivalry. I'm thinking of rivalry. I'm thinking of rivalry, my bad. But anyways, final question. Final question.
I'll have you know, Miku, last season and everything, or whenever I had Nidoking, I'm not sure what league it was in, but I had like a Nidoking to you or something like that, and I almost brought rivalry because you bring genders on your Mons. I almost brought rivalry 1 week.
Hey,
And this is why you don't make your Mons gender specific.
I do it because names. Come at me, Gala. Your pens suck. Anyways, another
Doing
question.
better than your Red Wings.
I don't like the Red Wings. Don't come at me. Anyways, so, another question that needs to be asked. When are you bringing male Meowstick?
Mail me. Oh, when I get set up screens and sweep with Bisharp or Scizor or Gallade. I don't know against
wait.
who, but
Wait, no, that one gets Prankster. I meant female Meowstick. My bad.
female never. The one that doesn't get pranked, I'm never bringing it. Ever.
Jesus. And final question for you. I know you said that you think you're gonna have 3 losses. Where do you think you're going?
What do you mean where I think I'm going?
Like,
Who do you think I'm gonna lose to?
no, like, well, I mean, yes, but like, where do you predict yourself going this season?
Oh, I think I'm gonna make it all the way to the finals.
And then
I think I can make. I don't know if I'm gonna win. I hope I do, but I think I'll make.
I was about to say, and
the
then
other
who are you
person
gonna
was-
lose to?
It's probably gonna be let's see.
Let's see, who's in the
I-
other
honestly-
conference?
I'm looking right now.
It's gonna
Honestly, I think it's gonna be Alfonso.
I
I was thinking it might be Alfonso.
was
yeah.
gonna say it might be Bryn.
Bryn.
Mega camera up
beat
sweeps your
Bryn.
team.
Dude, I had Hydreigon for his camera up with Surf. That's how I killed it the first week.
I remember that.
Well, alright. So, with that being said, we now get to the most depressing part of the podcast in predictions. I think I am currently beating Gala by like a lot in predictions.
I really don't care.
I know, nor do I,
And
but
I don't have them written down.
I don't have them written down either. But the first
So
match.
if anybody with no life wants to go back and watch all the
Watch
podcasts
all the videos.
and create a list and tell
I
us
would-
who's winning, go for it.
I wouldn't say with no life, but you will definitely get pinned unless your name is Gil.
Ooh,
So,
go for it, Gil.
Nah, if Gil does it, maybe he'll get a little bit of respect from me, but that's probably not
Maybe.
happening. Anyways, so first matchup is Selby versus Tash, and I'm easily going Tash, and I'm going to say 4-0.
You know, I'm going with Tash too.
I'm gonna go with Tash too. Regen core.
Yeah,
Celebi doesn't play well against them.
Regen-
However, I do like Celebi's team against it. I think it'll prove a little bit difficult. However,
Yeah.
Tash will win Tash will win it defensively.
Next matchup, surprise. My special guest is my opponent for this week. Pred, you want to say it at the same time?
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm a win.
All right, on 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Pred,
I'm a
5-0.
win.
As long as you give me 1 kill, Pred, then we will be fine. But no, I do think that your team stands far more superior than
yeah,
mine does.
I think so too.
Um,
I don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. I
yeah,
was gonna say it 1 month, but never mind.
go ahead. I'll probably forget it by the end of this.
I was gonna say Archeops. I'm gonna bring Archeops
Archeops.
again.
Nobody likes Archeops.
Archeops is the best. I hate Defeatus though.
I mean,
Well,
it's
it's a
better than
battlefield.
Olamomola or Pyukamuku or Toxapex or it's not better than Quagsire because Quagsire is a beast. But
Respect for Quagsire.
but no, there's many reasons why. But I wish you good luck,
expect
bro.
winning as well.
This
Good
is
luck to you, Miku.
this is the part of the session where I actually wish my opponents good luck unless their name is Gil. Dante versus Saigai. I have Saigai 2-0.
I hope Saiga wins so I can finally be ahead on my division.
Then loses to
Saiga,
me
you better
unexpectedly.
6 those on here or something like that.
I am so sorry. While I do agree that I find it a bit awkward to see Dante 3-1 and leading a division right now. However, have you seen the record between Dante and Saigai?
They're both 3-1, aren't they?
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean their head-to-head record.
Yeah, they're minus.
Nah, I don't know it. I'm
Done.
assuming Saiga has beaten him all the time.
That would be where you're incorrect.
What?
He actually did his studies for some reason.
Dante has a surprisingly good record versus Sagai.
Really? How Saigai? How could you?
To the point where like he beat him last season.
I know. Oh yeah, he did beat him.
Yeah, there are, besides like the people that are like god tier level, there are two people who are not god tier level that constantly beat Sagai, and I can't figure out why. One of them is Dante, and the other one is Celebi. Why? I don't know. I'm serious though.
Hide
I
your
can't
kids,
tell you
Gal is a
how many
detective.
times. I can't tell you how many times. Saga, you can ask him.
Don't worry, I'm gonna PM him afterwards. Alright, next up we have Tepig versus Bryn, and easily, because Poker Rust is still a thing, I'm gonna put that on a shirt. I don't care. I've got Bryn 4-0 because Bryn is just doing a lot better than anyone would have thought.
Yeah, I'm going with Bryn too.
Come on, Gala, tell us Bryn, because we know you want to say
I
Bryn.
like both of these teams
Well,
so much.
That doesn't matter.
I think getting rid of the Coffagrigus will be hard.
I think
Minus
getting rid
the
of the
minus-
Suicune will be hard.
Say, but on the other hand, getting rid of the Suicune will be hard, for he doesn't have an electric type,
But he has
And-
memes.
and he has Decidueye as a grass type.
But
He has
he has
Latias, too.
memes.
He has Pikumuku too. That gets unaware.
He has
That
memes,
is
Gala.
true.
He has memes.
Yeah, Bryn's not even using all of them sometimes. He's just playing really nice. I agree. I think Bryn will get it, but I think this might potentially be one of the best matchups this week.
Debatable as we get into our match of the week. Flygon versus Trainer.
I think that's the match of the week.
Flygon's always getting match of the week.
No.
So, match of the week, Flygon versus Trainer.
No, we have not agreed upon this.
We never agree upon this. I'll talk about the match of the week later. I have Trainer, or I don't have Trainer, I'm sorry. I have Trainer getting 2 kills, and I'll say Flygon 4-0.
I have Trainer getting 6 kills.
Ooh.
I think that, yeah, okay. I got that. I got you. Gala, do you want to not use your train of thought and, you know, just pick a winner?
No, can I use my train of thought?
Oh my god, go
No.
ahead. Go ahead. I dare you.
10.
10.
Wow, yeah, I don't even need to use it that much. Flygon has a
7.
like extremely good matchup versus Trainer.
5.
I'm sorry, Trainer. Flygon will win this one.
At least not 6-0.
3. Okay, you did it with like 1 second to spare.
Yeah.
So that means you got like 1 second left. This is not match of the week either. I'm sorry. Afonso versus Gil.
I wouldn't have had it a matchup of the week anyways.
Gil is
I
actually.
think my matchup of the week is Dante versus Sagai.
That's actually. Yes, I can see that, but I'm gonna get into match of the week in a second. But I have Afonso 5-0. I'm sorry. Gil's a piece of trash.
5-0. I think Alfonso's gonna win too, but not that big. Like a 1-0 or 2-0.
I agree with Pred on this one. I think Gil's team is actually one of the few that can at least somewhat effectively handle some of the lots of the threats that Afonso has to offer.
But Gil is trash. You gotta remember that.
But I think Afonso's
Wait.
Mons will just be too much. I think it'll still overpower him.
I think Gil doesn't even have a ground. Oh, wait, he does.
Okay, so next match is also not game of the week for me. But Galactic versus Leafy, and I think this is one of the most interesting matches I've seen. Because
It's gonna be a good match.
Galactic is a piece of trash, and
Thank
Leafy
you.
is conspiracing against the world. So actually, now that I think about it, it's Battle of the IPDLs. You've got the IPDL, with Gala on his side, and then you have the IPD Leafy. So, Battle of the IPDLs. And sadly, I've honestly got Leafy 1-0.
Yeah, me too. I don't even know how you're gonna break his defensive core gown.
I know. I was looking at it and it scares the shit out of me.
So who do you have?
I prepped for him today. We're playing on Thursday, so we're recording this Tuesday night. I'm playing him Thursday.
This is gonna be posted Tuesday
Unless
night.
he wants to battle me sooner. Yeah, I can do that maybe.
Since Fred always has
However,
first.
I have some heat
You have
that
to
I want to
be
try
ready.
out. But I'm
Nobody likes your heat.
I have some heat I'm bringing, but I still think I'm going to lose. Similar fashion, what the two of you said. It's going to be close though.
Alright,
At least, God, I hope.
and so now,
God,
my game of the week, Cynthia versus Nick. And you might be thinking, why is these two game of the week? Look at what they're both fighting for. Cynthia is trying to stay on top of the league, while Nick is
You mean
trying
top
to
of her division?
shut up. You know what I meant. But Nick is fighting
Ouch.
for a playoff position, and he is really close to you, Pred. So,
I mean, even if he...
and he's also fighting against Tash as well. So I think this is one of the games that he needs to win, and I think he's gonna do it.
You think Nick's gonna win?
But it's opposite day, so I have Cynthia 3-0.
Let me see.
It's always
He
opposite
hasn't-
day here.
Yeah, I think Cynthia's gonna win too. With the.
I would like to use the remainder of my time
So-
on my train of thought.
So you're 1 second.
No, you said 3 and then you cut it off, so I should have about 3 seconds
Okay.
left.
1,
You like what I was doing here? I was stalling.
3.
So I was making sure I had
Okay,
a little bit
time's
more
up. What's your
time to
decision?
talk and everything. So,
Your train of thought is up, buddy. And that's it.
I lie. I like Nick in this matchup, but it's gonna be close. It'll be 1-0.
1-0 in favor of who?
Nick.
Okay. So, that being said, that is all for today. Thank you, Pred, for coming on this show and basically
It's not a show, it's a podcast.
close enough. And mentioning for a whole, I think it's been, 52 minutes that you're better than me.
Wow. Only 52 minutes.
Yeah, only 52 minutes, surprisingly.
I think this is the shortest one we've done so far.
Actually, do you count the first one? Do you count the first one?
No.
Okay, then yes.
No, I meant of weekly recap shit and stuff.
Alright, so we've gotta lengthen it for like 7 minutes. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this, please hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you are new, and if you want to see more content. We do this every week because we decide to. Gala basically just talks about how he can do
I force him to.
somewhat.
I force him to do it.
He
This is really my channel. This is my channel.
Exactly, Gal's channel.
you thought it was disconnected.
Ouch.
Anyways, so thank you guys for watching. This will be going up Tuesday night because Pred always asks for the podcast for some reason. I will say that you are honestly on my top 3 for favorite guests so far. And
To what?
You're honestly one of my top 3 favorite guests.
Top 3? We've only had 3.
Actually, no. We've had the train guy.
The train guy.
So with that being said,
That takes the #1 spot.
I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, peace out, Mikoans. Mwah.